Hello everybody, this is Bram here. Today, I am going to be doing something a little different. It's going to be a COD Zombies tutorial. Yes, I'm on my Zombies map, but we aren't going to be here for long. So I will be making a tutorial on how to make the doors in two different ways today, and how to set up your point system. Practically the first video, but more in depth of how to do it, instead of just watching me make it. So yeah, um, let's get right into it. But before we do, please leave a like and subscribe, and all the support helps me. And yeah, that tells me that you want more content just like that. So let's hop into the other world and let's start this tutorial. Alright guys, I'm in my other world, and yeah, so the first thing you're gonna want to do in this world is going to be a scoreboard command. And then you want to add the objective by doing that, objectives add, and then you want to type in points. But since I already have it right now, it's going to tell me, yeah, I've already got it. But, no, actually, no, I forgot something, but it's dummy. And then you display the name, whatever you want it to be. But right now, since it's the tutorial, I'm not going to put anything there. But you can make it look pretty. You can make it look like this, or whatever you want. But whatever that shows on the sidebar. So yeah, I click that. I've already got the objective, so, and I don't want to click either. But yeah, and then the next thing you want to do is scoreboard objectives set display, and then sidebar if you want it on the side, and then you put points, whatever you named the scoreboard before. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is give yourself a command block, which the /give @s command block, and then enter. And then you get yourself a little command block. Isn't it pretty? Yes, it's the thing you want to have mostly. So this system right here is the spot where you add points. You can have as many of these stations around the map as you want. But what it does is you get zombie flesh from the things you have killed. And you see how it says points on the side? When you load that in, it's not supposed to say your name. It just says points. My name's there because I've already added a value to the scoreboard. So what it's supposed to do is whenever you make this system, it's supposed to give you points, and it should give me 6,400, which it's 100 points per rotten flesh. I have it set at. So these are the commands. So what you're going to do is a pressure plate connected to a block, and then a redstone output from that pressure plate onto this, which it's a test for at P radius 3. The reason it's a radius of 3 is because I've tested it. The zombie will stand on that pressure plate, and you'll be halfway across the map if there's only one of these, and it will add points to you. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, that's not what you want. Because sometimes, in my map, for sure, you need rotten flesh for some quests, maybe. And, yeah, yeah. But you want the test for at P radius 3. And then you want it on repeating, unconditional, and needs redstone, and you can put down as many ticks as you want. I put it at 0 so it does it as fast as it can. And then the next one is going to be a clear the rotten flesh. So just, you can pause the video if you want to look at the command. And then as a chain conditional, always active and 0. And then this is just a simple scoreboard command where it adds the points after it takes away the rotten flesh. And then it's a chain conditional and always active. So yeah, and the next thing we're going to want to do is there's two ways, and there is supposed to be that there. So yeah, this way is the way you walk into, and this way is the button way. And both of these you could do from either side. So how this one works is I walk into it, and it takes away the 750 points. Just a second. And back. That was just a little mess up. I forgot to reset the system after I tested it to make sure it worked. So what it's going to do is you walk into it, it takes away 750 points, and it says doors opened. So yeah, it's pretty simple. And then the next one is, if you guys aren't keen on walking into it and working, you can have a button option, but you have to be right up against the door. Like that. So yeah, let's just look at the commands. So this first one, this one is supposed to be here. It's just, I have that there so it's easily resettable. So I can just quickly pick block. And the way you pick block for the MPT data is you control middle click if you have a keyboard and mouse. And for Xbox, you can't do that, so you're going to have to use a clone command. But yeah, the reason it takes away that is so it doesn't constantly take away points. Because if I walk over this, it's going to, yeah, you see it depleting my points even though the door isn't open. Even though the door is open. So this first one, for the one you walk into, it's the door. You can pause the video again. But it's test for at P. And where it says X, Y, and Z, you can put the actual coordinates. So like the fence post, you can get the actual coordinates of this block right here. Of that fence post. And put it there. Or if you know how to use the squigglies, you can use that as well. But if you're going to do this, don't go off the squigglies of my video. Because it will be wrong. I guarantee it. So what it does is basically the squigglies. If it's all squigglies, it's the position of the command block. And then if you put a number next to it, that's the direction of the command block. Or the direction from the command block. So it's 2 up, I should say. And the next one's 1 over and then 2 up. Okay. So that one's going to be repeating unconditional always active in on a 20 tick delay, which is a second. So that way it doesn't mess up the redstone block down here. And then the next one you're going to want to do is a set block, redstone block to the one in front of this. So it's to the left. Or if you don't know how to do squigglies, take the command block take the coordinates of this block right there. And then you do a chain conditional always active. And then the next one's going to be, on the other side of that. It's going to be removing it, so it's set blocking, again with the squigglies, take the commands if you don't know how to use it. It's going to be set blocking air, reset, taking the redstone block out. And then it's going to be impulse, unconditional, needs redstone, with 0 tick delay. And then we're going down now. It's going to be a scoreboard player's test at P, and you know the drill. And then it's going to take the points from 0 to 749. So it's always going to be 1 less than the amount you want the door to cost. So that way it's saying underneath, which that's going to be impulse, unconditional, needs redstone. That way underneath, it can tell you need more points, even if you're 1 point off. And I know you might do it in intervals of 10 or something. I just do it always 1 point off just to be sure. And then this one's going to be a title at P, action bar, and then you need more points. So that way it shows you need more points. Like right here, it says you need more points if you need the door. Yeah, and it's going to be a chain, conditional, and always active. This one is going to be testing to see if you have that many points to the max amount of scoreboard, which is a roughly 2 billion minus 1. It's 2 billion minus 1. I don't want to say that number. But it's that. And then it's going to be impulse, unconditional, needs redstone. This one's going to be removing 750 points. Just pause that if you need to. And then it's going to be chain, conditional, always active. And then this one is going to be filling the door in with air. So what I did was I took the position of this block and filled it with air because there were signs. So just take the coordinates of that and plug it into this command block right here. It's chain, conditional, always active. And then this one is set blocking 6 blocks of air, set blocking this so it doesn't constantly take points even though it's open every time you walk over it. And that's going to be chain, conditional, always active. And then the announcer. You can put whatever you want up here around announcer, narrator, server, whatever. And then you could just say door open so everybody knows, hey, you open this door. Or park open, building open, warehouse open, something like that. But I just put door open for generic purposes. And then it's going to be chain, conditional, always active again. So that's the walk-in door. This one is not very different. So what it is it takes off those 2 command blocks, makes it simpler. And then this is basically taking the position of where the command block's going to be, and you just put a button on the other side of the block to power it, so it opens up. And the buttons do get deleted if you put them right up next to the door, and you take those fill positions again, or these ones I did, because it takes away the signs as well, so it takes away the buttons. But yeah, you just hook those up so there's a redstone current, and then it puts it down here. So the only thing that's really different is you go from taking the points to filling, and then you do the announcer after you fill it, because there's no reason you should take this block out. So yeah, that's the tutorial for today. And I hope you guys have found this tutorial useful for your zombie map purposes. So yeah, please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you really enjoyed it, or really loved it, I should say. And if you want more content like this, please subscribe. And please share to your friends if they need help or are having troubles, because I will be making more. This is only the first episode of the tutorial zombie map making series. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. And please like and subscribe. And this has been Bram, and I am out.